the intention behind the business is to grow as fast as they possibly can within the resources that we have. So this makes the culture very open, very expansive, very flexible.
My first question to you is, while leading and developing high-performing teams at a variety of technology firms, what were your notable experiences about companies' culture impacting the marketing initiatives?
Okay, thanks. Yeah, great question. And I think I will choose to use 3 examples from some recent companies that I've worked at. And culture is super important, obviously, across all businesses, but different businesses have different cultures, clearly. My most recent employer, where I'm still working, is a company called Scoro, who are a work management software provider. They are in scale-up mode. So they were founded relatively recently in Estonia, in fact. So the intention behind the business is to grow as fast as they possibly can within the resources that we have. So this makes the culture very open, very expansive, very flexible. So the ramifications on the marketing initiatives mean that there's nothing off the table. Everything is not necessarily new, but definitely there's an opportunity to innovate and do new things. So that's really exciting as a marketer. It's really exciting for my team and exciting for the whole business, because there's nothing that is already kind of like, this is best practice, we do it this way, and we can only iterate a little bit. So the opportunity is significant, and I think as a marketer, that's what makes it really exciting. At another organization I worked at, which is a much more well-established organization called KPMG, a global accountancy and consulting firm. Now, that much different position to Scoro. Obviously, it had been well-established, but the part of the business that I worked for was a SaaS startup within KPMG. So there, the culture of KPMG was somewhat risk-averse as a firm of accountants. They obviously, marketing was important, but not quite in the same way that a startup needed them to be. So at KPMG, the culture was for me somewhat constraining, because we were trying to launch a startup business within a large organization. So again, that meant we had to do things differently, but it meant we were slightly more constrained by our organizational culture than the market. So that was a big contrast to Scoro. And I think perhaps in the middle was another company I recently worked for called Automation Anywhere, who are based in Silicon Valley, which means that their culture was very expansive. Companies based in that region are looking for super fast growth. But by the time I joined, they had already seen a certain amount of scale. So there was definitely a desire to drive the business forward and to do new things with marketing, but there already was some structure. So I guess to me, it feels like a bit of a Goldilocks situation. Scoro is like the baby bear that's looking to do some new things. Automation Anywhere is like the mid-sized sister or brother. And then KPMG was the big daddy bear. And, I guess marketing needs to be different for all of those types of scenarios. But yeah, that's my bear analogy.